What is up, everybody? We're back again with another episode today. I got something real special today. I got some, I got some notes regarding to the topic of the demo you guys saw. So, but we got a special guest onto the show. My man, I want you to tell the fans what your name is and how you been. How you doing?
My name is Juice. I'm doing good. I'm just grateful to be on this platform with everybody, and let's just get wiser today.
Yes, sir.
Juice, what's goody? What's goody, Juice? All right.
What's up,
Hey,
man?
my man Juice,
been,
all
man?
the way. Hey, Hermes, my man Juice, all the way from the West Coast, San Diego.
Yeah, Southern California.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Boston West Coast in the building.
Yes, sir.
East Coast roots, though. Let's not get it twisted.
That's Maryland born and raised.
Maryland born and raised, baby. Let's go.
All right. With that being said, this is the Basketball Truth and Knowledge. I'm your co-host, Hermes.
I'm Ray Daniels. And we got our special guest, Juice.
Yeah, we got a special guest right here. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right. So you guys already see the thumbnail of the video today. Derrick Rose just retired yesterday. He did make a cryptic video regarding, just a little message to show that he won't be playing this next season, and letting people know that it's coming to this point where he's done all he could and he's just done. He did 16 years in the league. He got waived by the Memphis Grizzlies. So it not only was it that Memphis waived him, he told Memphis that he wants to leave because he's reached his point where he has accomplished his goals, his rewards, and everything that he's did for the NBA. He feel like that it's time, due to his injuries, due to everything that he has been through. And so I want you guys' perspective on his retirement. How do you guys feel about it?
Well, I think that let me go ahead and start with it. Derrick Rose was a tremendous player, freak athlete. I think that his body of work speak for itself. But what I will say is that he would have been even that next level guy had it not been for injuries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had some injuries early in his career that kind of held him back, so to say. But I remember watching him when he first came in, and he was the big hype everything. And he had to, he definitely has the work ethic and things of that nature. I think that, the one or two injuries he had, put him a step back. But I would say definitely, excellent career. I definitely feel like that he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I'm not for sure if he's going to make the first round ballot or not. But at the end of the day, I think the man should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that too. But I do got some kind of concerns that he may not make it though, because his probability is a 10.2 and a 10.5%. Not sure that's a good sign regarding him going to the Hall of Fame, but without a doubt, I mean, like you said, like he's an incredible NBA player. Based off his performance and the way how he's developed his way into the game, his dominance, his explosive, and just the way how he was able to lead a Chicago Bulls team to a 62 and 20 record, and to lead them into their first Eastern Conference Finals ever, since Michael Jordan. And like that's
right. Yeah, that's a heavy feat. I think he made an All-Star team about 5 times.
Yeah, he did. No, I actually got it down here in my notes. He made the All-Star 3 times from 2010 to 2012.
Okay.
He's a 3-time All-Star, NBA Most Valuable Player, NBA Rookie of the Year, All
Oh,
NBA
yeah.
First Team 2011, NBA All Rookie First Team 2009, and he's a 2-time gold medalist. So
Yeah. So I mean, with that resume, I mean, Juice, how you feel about that? What you think about that, Juice?
Man, like not to throw gasoline on the fire, or just to build on what you said, like injuries, man. I think he was really one of the special catalysts of the league, man. Like being young, he got in the league like 2008. I was like 9 years old. Being young, I remember like he was larger than life for like a couple good seasons, and it's just the
Right.
fact that I think he will get into the Hall of Fame, just like you said, just off of the strength of real basketball fans and knowing how great he was if it wasn't for the injuries. I do think it's kind of good, like not trying to be gloom, but it was kind of good that he's retiring because we all know he had like a comeback a couple seasons ago, like just try to come back and show a little bit of old Derrick Rose. But
Right.
it was like we was kind of giving him a golf clap, like thank you for the effort, buddy. Like we miss you. So it was like I'd rather just remember Derrick Rose how he was, amazing player.
mhm.
Right. Right. Kudos to that. Kudos to that. Shout out Derrick Rose. Come join us on the podcast, Derrick. We out here. We out here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'm
he got a birthday coming up. He
yeah,
got a
I'm gonna
birthday
try to
coming
pull
up
some
October.
strings, try to get him on the show with us, man. I'm gonna pull some strings, but
Man, listen, I tell you, I tell you. Yeah, I think you're gonna be fine though. At the end of the day, every dog has his day. You know what I mean? So he can't play forever. But at the end of the day, I think his body of work speaks for itself. I would like to see him, in his second career, so to say, that maybe he get into coaching or even get in some kind of, talk show or even be an analyst. Because I think that with that kind of
I feel
resume,
like
even making Olympic team, this and that, he brings a lot of information and wealth, and he could probably give back a lot to the next man up.
right, and to be honest, like his son could be next up too because his son is involved in basketball too,
Okay.
and I seen a few like AAU tournament,
Okay.
like tournament games of
Okay.
his son. And I'm not gonna lie, his son has the same resemblance in D Rose as far as like the free throw line shot where he does little like ball over his head. Like he
Yeah. Yeah.
he has a similar shot just like his father did. And I feel like his son could be the up next coming greatness,
Yeah. Well, I
Rose.
know right now at Max Prep, Max Prep follows high school, athletics through, every sport. But I remember seeing on Max Prep that Carmelo Anthony, son out of New York, is the number one rated player in the country
He
right
is
now.
number one player of the year, and
Yeah. Number one
he's
rated player
looking.
in the country.
Yep, and to be honest, Syracuse is definitely on that list for him to go to. I mean, he already like got a visit to Syracuse.
Nah,
Uh,
it's a slam dunk. He gonna bring the orange back. He gonna bring the orange juice back because his dad went there,
yeah,
so he got the
of
connection.
course he is because
You
I
know
mean,
what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I
He don't
mean,
I
have to
like
go
his
there, but
son.
it would be nice to see him go there because at the end of the day, you want to see a mix up. Like I love Duke and all that. I'm tired of seeing Duke.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
You
not
know
gonna
what I
lie.
mean? I like North Carolina,
Everybody
but at the
going
end of
to
the
Duke
day,
for
we got
some
all of these
reason, bro.
schools. Put them in DC and Georgetown, something.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I'll
I
probably
like
You know
say
I
what
like
I'm
his
I'll
saying?
probably
son.
say North Carolina.
I like his son attitude though already. Like y'all know he ain't do nothing in the league yet, but he's very confident. You can see the clips. Banter like saying he better than his father. It's all jokes and stuff. But
Oh
I
yeah.
like his mentality. Like I'm the best on the floor already.
I love the competitive mindset he got going on. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie because think about it. That's how Melo was. Melo was always the type of player to be as much dominant and be like, you know what? I don't care who guarded me. I'm gonna
Yo,
I'm gonna give you buckets. The
yo, Melo
same way,
came to Syracuse and won his freshman year, done,
right?
and
So
then went to the league.
I
I'm out.
really think Kyle and Anthony could definitely do the same, but I feel like each player has their own way of playing the game. Like Melo,
Right.
he did that in his first career, in Syracuse, and then just boom, right into the
Right.
league.
Right. The only
He
knock on
became
Melo is that he got shorter because obviously he didn't win a chip. So we can go down a list of a lot of great Hall of Famers who didn't win a chip. You had Melo, you got Charles Barkley, you had Reggie Miller. We can go down the list on some boys who, man, top dogs and just didn't slide in that slot.
yeah.
Oh yeah, shot. But I'm gonna look him up though. What's his son name? What's D Rose's son? I gotta go, check him out on some YouTube or something. I mean, I'm not familiar with that guy.
Yeah, let me go ahead and look it up right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like this was like a few years ago where his son started like developing to play ball, and then we
Right.
haven't seen him now. But
I'm gonna pose a question to you, Juice. So is the young Anthony better than a spring chicken Bronny James?
Um,
Can he
I
give us
know
some
I haven't
business?
seen enough. I haven't seen enough Carmelo Anthony's son to like really state that. But what I can
Right.
say is, even with Bronny's father, it's very PC. You know what I'm saying? His attitude is very correct all the time. So I'm not gonna say he don't got that dog in him, but it's just that, like I said, it goes back to that attitude. It goes back to that mentality of a killer mentality.
Right.
That's what we want.
Right. Right. Point
right,
taken. Point taken. He very well coached.
and he
Very
is
well
he is
coached and
and,
groomed. He won't speak out of turn or none of that.
right, and
You know what I mean?
and to my opinion on that, I definitely think that as far as as far as Kai and Bronny. Well, for one thing, Bronny is he doesn't seem the type of player to be as much as like a trash talker. He doesn't seem too much, too obvious to be, to be dominant. I mean, like see, but with Kyan, he gets that he gets that mentality from his father a lot. Like I don't care who you is. Like I'm better than you. It doesn't matter today. Like he's very he's more competitive than Bronny is. He's more competitive than Bronny.
So Amos, it's called New York State of Mind. Stand up New York. New York State of
Right.
Mind. Let's get it. You
And
know
they're
what I'm
always
saying?
gonna be like that. That's why I
Yeah.
say that like even if they was to play 1-on-1, I would have to go with Carmelo Anthony's son because I feel like
Well, 1-on-1. To be in fairness, he's taller because I know he's got to be
he's
taller than
taller,
six
but
feet.
but the thing is he's more like he's more skilled. Bronny
Right.
I mean don't get me wrong, like Bronny is skilled too, but
I think that I wouldn't say so much skill because that's still yet to be seen. But what I
right.
will say,
But I
to
have
me,
seen
he looks
Kai
like
Anthony
he's a
though.
better athlete. Sometimes you have
Right.
those certain kids just athletically, you can't do nothing
But
about it. Athletics speak for itself.
but I mean like I have seen Kai Anthony play,
Mhm.
like since he was, since he was in, middle school until till now. Like I have watched him throughout the years
Okay.
and Melo training him, taking him to a gym,
Right.
training him and like pushing him to get better.
Well,
And
let's make sure we
Melo,
know that Mello, stand up Maryland, Baltimore in the building. Let's make sure we understand that he come from Maryland in the house. That's
okay,
Baltimore represent.
As
I
you
did
say that,
not know that.
as you
I did
say
not
that,
know
as you
that at
say
all.
that, I don't want to like get off the topic, but let's shout out for Maryland for making a lot of ballers, man.
Man,
KD,
listen, Baltimore, yeah.
Mike Beasley, Ty Lawson,
Man,
even
all of them
even
cats,
Delonte West,
Aaron might not know that, but all them cats that Juice just said, straight up Baltimore dogs.
Yeah, see, see, I know, I know about that at all, man.
Yeah,
I
Mello came from
didn't know
Baltimore,
it
bro.
was
Born and
from.
raised in Maryland. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Be more in the building.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean,
So wait. Let me just
like
say this too. Angel Reese, be more in the building. Let's talk
Yeah.
about it.
she's from
Let's.
Baltimore
She's
too.
from
Let's
Baltimore.
talk
Let's talk
about it.
about
Let's
it.
talk
I
about
see
it.
why she got the little competitive shit she got going on, man.
And
I
she
see
went.
why she like
She was
this.
homegrown, went to Maryland. It didn't work out in Maryland. She transferred to LSU, and her career took off because it just didn't work in LA. But she Baltimore raised. Let's go. Shout out to
Mm,
Maryland. Let's go.
I
But
see how
Maryland
she
got hoopers.
is, man.
Maryland
I
got
see how she
hoopers. Let's talk
is.
about it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I
Tell them,
guess I
Juice.
was
crazy.
drinking. I guess I was drinking out the wrong faucet though, because I didn't get the height or nothing. But
Hey, I think you speak for all of us. I'm 5'11", so I'm a few inches short.
Hey man, I'm 5'7", man. It's how it really
same thing,
is.
5'8". So it was like, hey, shout out to my state though, man.
Man, Maryland represent.
Yeah, represent. But yeah, but I mean, like, because Melo said that that I guess he was asked about like or he was asked about something, but he did state that Kai Anthony is gonna have to learn a lot from Bronny and Zaire Wade as
Yeah,
far as the game of basketball, and I definitely do agree on that. I feel like he's gonna have to learn a lot more than Bronny because Bronny and Z Wade were probably almost in the same class because they did play on the exact same team at at Sierra Canyon High School.
oh
They
yeah,
played on the exact same team, and then Zaire Wade went into the league, but he did the G League. I don't know where he's at right now. And then Bronny came in right after him.
right, right.
Now,
Okay.
but now we're seeing Melo's son coming in, and then he's getting a chance to go to Syracuse. If he does go to Syracuse, which I know he is,
Mhm.
it's just gonna be like all eyes on him now because knowing that he is number ranked in the ESPN, like leaderboard as best in the states, like that's big. Like like I'm not
Right,
sure
right.
if Melo was what was number one or not. Maybe he was,
I don't know
but
if he was number one in high school, but I know definitely he was in the top. He was in the top census at Max Prep coming out.
yeah, yeah,
Coming out of
that's what I
coming
mean.
out of Baltimore. I don't know exactly where he was at Max Prep, but he was
I
definitely
can look into
top
that.
dog in Baltimore coming out at the time.
Yep.
So let me say this. That's a great point. And now thinking about D Wade's son. So this is the thing. Like maybe not on my news feed. I'm just trying to remember. I haven't really seen too many like highlight crazy plays from Bronny, coming up. But like D Wade's son and Carmelo Anthony's son, they've been popping up. Like, it's that buzz. And I was just
Yeah,
explaining, I was actually having this conversation with my wife the other day. Like, it's the difference between Bronny and Bron already because Bron been the best player on every level, on every floor he been on since he was like 8 years old.
man. Since AAU, Bronny broke the stage and at the AAU Nationals down in
Yeah, I mean,
Florida.
yeah, I really feel like I gotta look in more to his compliments. But like, I'm saying like these people are just popping up out of nowhere without me looking. Bronny was more of a, like just because he's his son for me. So it's like I had to see him play more.
Right,
But I'm
right.
gonna say this too because and this is the reason why because I know Brodney has put this, like he has established everything as far as him being the next upcoming NBA player once his father retires, and hopefully to see where he'll grow in the establishment of being in the NBA. Not only is LeBron James' son, he is avoiding most of the media out here in the world because he doesn't want to get his head all wrapped up around like, oh, like I've only got this far because I'm LeBron James' son. No, he's here to make a name for himself. He's here to try to ignore all the all the talking and all the disregards about Bronny. Like he just trying to show everybody like I'm not just LeBron James' son. I'm Bronny James, and I'm here to
Right.
make a
Yeah,
name for
yeah.
myself.
So
Not because I'm
that's a double edged sword though. I'm like if you even if you took the route of like I'm LeBron James' son and was cooking, he would be the hottest thing like fish
yeah.
grease out here. But if you don't show up, then you could be out of the league. And I think the same thing kind of happened to. I ain't gonna say it happened to him, but like the same story happened to LaMelo Ball with his dad talking. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
Alonzo Ball with his dad talking. Excuse my not LaMelo, Alonzo, the first one. When his dad
Yeah.
was talking, everybody had a target on his back, and I think Alonzo is not as bad as everybody viewed him, but it just made him a villain because like he was making outlandish statements. So
But
I
that
get it.
made him so much better though.
Yeah,
And because he knew he for one thing he came in here, he wasn't big, but he was skinny, and he was light. So if it hadn't been for LeVar, then yeah, like Lonzo would have had somewhat of a much better chance in the league. But ever since his father
Well,
had,
well, well. Let me say this for that. So yeah, Juice, you're right. It is a double-edged sword, but the sword sharpens on both ends you can sharpen it on both ends of it because on one talk you can say, okay, Lonzo Ball, you come into the league, you have no hype, now you just a journeyman. You feel what I'm saying? And then, or
yeah.
you could say Bronny. If Bronny only getting it because obviously LeBron is the best player on the planet at this point in time, bar none. We won't get into that, Aaron, but you know how I feel about LeBron. We won't talk about all of that for 21 years. But at the
bro,
end
you
of
talk
the
about some
day,
juicing, like this man juicing, like bro, get out of here with that, bro. Yo, Juice, man, this man said Brian be juicing, man, because I look how big he is, how fit he is, man.
man, listen, 21 years in the league, no
He
injuries.
ain't
Come on, bro.
juicing,
Even Kobe
bro.
had an injury, and
Ah,
he's 41 years old
He
and
ain't juicing.
still and
He
never
just
missed a
fit.
season, and still the best. He's top five. He's top five. I would say arguably top five or top four in the league right now at 41. Whatever you're
so
taking,
you know what I
LeBron,
got to say
please
to
give me
that.
some. Can I
You
get
know what I
some of
got to
that,
say to that,
LeBron?
Ray.
I need a little bit of that juice, LeBron. Please send it this way. Ship it over here. I need that.
You
Bro, he
you know
ain't
what I got to say to
juicing,
that,
man.
Ray.
What you mean?
Juice, how you
You know what I
feeling?
got to say to
Juice, how you
that.
feel about that, Juice? How you feel? Is LeBron juicing or not?
Honestly, be honest, and especially because like LeBron, if you out there, you my favorite player, bro. I don't think so. But if he was, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he
Oh
giving
my
us he
god!
giving us the
No,
great
Let's
moments.
go.
You know, if he was, like, it don't matter.
Go.
ain't no way, y'all.
I
Yo,
look, you know what I'm saying? If
nah,
it wasn't
bro.
for the juice, if it is juice, if it wasn't for the juice, we wouldn't have these iconic moments. So keep doing what you're doing, whatever you're doing, bro.
Man, listen, I need a bottle of that. You know what I'm saying? Shout
But
out
say he
Brownie,
need
you
to
know,
pour,
man.
he need to pour you
Whoever
a little
Brownie's medical
something.
guy is, ship me a bottle. I'm gonna go ahead and sample that tea. Let me sample some of that tea.
Hey, hey,
Oh my
he was
god,
on
bro. He
Space
is
Jam with
not
the
bringing
skinny
this
stuff,
up
the
right now.
bomb. You
We're
know what
talking
I'm saying?
about Zero's retirement and whatever and what's going on in the league right now. That's all we talking about right now.
That's right now. LeBron is in the league right now. LeBron is in
We have
Mexico
to
drinking the
listen.
tea.
If you want to have a debate on the next episode about LeBron James, we will have that debate.
All right. So wait, I got a question for the poll for everybody here. So
All right.
me and Aramis had a poll going last week, and we posed this to you, Juice. LeBron James, Bronny James make his debut. What's the date his first game is, Aramis? October what? 27th or whatever you said his first game is.
22nd.
Oh, I see
22nd.
that.
In his first game, I said that he would be lucky to score 6 points. Aramis, how much did you say?
I said roughly 10.
And then what you say, Juice? We gonna write this down and we gonna follow back up in another month from now. So Juice, we need to have you come back on the show and visit us again. Hope you visit us more than not. But what's your consensus on what Bronny James is gonna drop in his NBA debut? And I think they're playing against Minnesota and Edwards and all them.
All right. So I'm leaning into you, Ray, probably around the 6, maybe lucky 8 range, just because I don't know how long they're gonna have him in there for. You know what I'm saying? This is a new league, this new game speed. You know, obviously they're gonna have him in there for the hype, the ticket sales, but like it's really up to Bronny and showing how much he's ready. Honestly, like
That's the
I
key
believe it's
thing.
going to be more into the 6 or 8 range. 10
So
is a
so wait a
little
minute, Juice, ain't
generous.
that Juice? That's your team, right? Lakers is your team, right?
Yeah, Lakers is my team.
Because I know Amber's team is Golden State. So let's let it be there. So now, with that being said, if Bronny's gonna be starting, what is that starting lineup? Bronny obviously have to play the one. He can't play any other position.
Yeah, because he's short.
So we got Bronny
Hey
at the one,
man,
and then you get, come on, Juice, give us the starting lineup with Bronny at the one. Where they fall at?
I think honestly, I can't even give you that answer because honestly, to me, sorry, LeBron, I don't think your son should be on the floor yet. I think he should sit
He's
back.
an NBA player. He got drafted.
I
He
know, but I
put
think
his
he should
work
sit
in.
back. And
But you wouldn't want
I
to
think,
start him yet, though. You want him to
yeah,
come
I
out
No,
the
think,
they're
I,
bench
going to
on
start
warm
him.
up.
They already said they're going to start him.
I think
Wait,
LeBron.
He's
hold on,
not
Aramis. Isn't
starting.
that what he
I
said?
got the lineup. I got the lineup.
All right, go give us the lineup, Aramis. Give us the line one more time. Hey,
Oh my
Juice, I'm telling you,
god!
they said he's
I got
starting.
the full lineup ready to go.
I can see it, but I don't think they should. Cause I think LeBron should look at his son and say, "Sit back, son. Learn how to ball a little bit." And you know what I'm saying?
On the next level. Wait, let's
Yeah,
in fairness. Hold on, let me say this for our viewers. Bronny can ball. So let's stop acting like he can't play. Now, rather
yeah,
he
nah, he
can
can
compete
ball.
He
at an
can,
all-star level. So listen, I don't know if he
but
compete
he's
at
just
an
not best
all-star
on
level
team.
yet. But at the end of the day, the boy can play. Let's be honest, So now rather he is a bottom level NBA player or a super all-star, which he's not. But at worst case,
Well, I don't know
I
about
feel
Super
like he
All
could
Star
be a
right now.
bottom level, and then it's up to him to work his way up. But he
Yeah,
is an
yeah.
NBA player. We can't take that away from him. So let's
We
not
cannot.
disrespect the man on the platform.
We cannot take it away from him.
Don't
Honestly,
disrespect Bronny.
I'm rooting for Bronny. I'm rooting
Bro,
for Bronny.
even Magic Johnson said, bro, because this man said that if I was LeBron's son, I would have told him, I said, yo, I'm going to the G League. Even Magic Johnson agrees that he's not ready, that he should at least go to the G League and develop himself there. And until he's ready, bring him back in
Oh, okay,
and
so now
let him do that.
let me say this. I've coached the game, So let me tell you from a coach's perspective. Sometimes it's better if you have a solid player with fun. So what I will tell you, how I feel about Bronny, I believe Bronny is very sound fundamentally.
Yeah.
He doesn't really a big super athletic. He can make the little, he's not all that. But to me, he's a solid player as far as fundamentals. And what I will tell you from a coach's perspective, if you're grooming someone to go play at the next level, i.e. Bronny going to the NBA, why, as me as his father and a coach, I would say, hey, you can't play with the dogs. You can't can prepare to play with the dogs unless you're playing with them.
Yeah.
So he has to get out there and taste it. Now, my thing is, if he get out there and taste it and he can't compete, then I would say, hey, now what do we do? Maybe he needs to go back and forth. But so if you guys remember when you play AAU ball, let's say you play 10th grade ball, right? You play up and even. So if I play with 10th grade level, I want to go play with senior level so I can get the taste. So at this point in time, he is a professional player. And if you're in the league, I feel it's better for him to get his bumps and bruises now. And if Bronny takes 2 years to develop, as long as he can stay on the team, he's not going to get any better work than playing in the league.
100%. I get it.
You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, he ain't super flashy and he's not this, but at the end of the day, an organization drafted this man to be in the NBA. My personal belief is just like y'all. I don't see, and you got to remember what messes up Bronny is this. Your dad is the epitome of the league. So he's at the highest level. And
So
then there's
let,
you. So now
let me.
we have to stop trying to compare him to be on LeBron's level because he's not LeBron. But what I will tell you is, give me LeBron. Okay, Aramis and you, Juice, on the Golden State Warriors, who's the 12th man on the roster? We ain't heard of him. I don't know him. Who's the
I don't know.
12th man on the roster, Juice, for the Lakers? Besides Bronny. Before Bronny came, who was the 12th man? Because right now, Bronny is moving into the 12th man spot. And he really, like you said, Juice, he really should earn his time. But at the end of the day, if you go through the league and you look on all the teams, we don't know. at least I don't. I can't speak for everybody, but if you go team to team to team and you look at that 12-man spot, I guarantee you Bronny can compete with some of them.
Yeah, yeah. So let me interject
You
one
compete with
second because I agree with you. I agree with you. So I feel it. I feel that little, just like that. You see the movie 300. You see your boy on the mountain. If he come back down with the lion head, then he a man now. I get that. I really
Right.
do. And this is no disrespect. Like you said, I'm rooting for Bronny. I know his abilities is above us, so I'm not, making a shot. But let's just put everything in perspective. If it don't go the way that he planned, is he mentally tough to rebound off that? Because his dad is LeBron James. He really don't have to do this. He's set for life. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying?
Nope.
So is he mentally tough enough to find out that he's not good enough yet and become a better player? Because he could really just sit down in the crib and his kids would be set for life.
Right. Well, to piggyback off of that, if he don't make it, well, let's put it like this here. He it doesn't matter if he make, because if he gets out there and he can't handle it, what they're gonna do is they're just gonna put him back on the bench at the 12th man spot. And you're not ready. And then what happens
Yeah.
is you say, okay, we're up by 20. Come on in, LeBron. I mean, Bronny, come on in, finish out the
Yeah.
game. And then you get to work that kind of way. So they're not going to disregard him. And then let
Yeah.
alone they're not gonna get him off the roster spot, because if they get him off the roster spot, then that's a whole fucking with LeBron James thing. And you don't want to piss
And,
LeBron off.
and and you know what though? And I'm gonna let you go, Artemis. But like that's exactly. I know you said don't compare him to LeBron, and that's very valid, fair. But I really think Bronny has the tools, not even just the physical body, but because your dad is LeBron, to help you become a great player. It's just how bad he wanted. You gotta understand, LeBron comes from Akron, no father, no nothing. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like he had no choice, even if he wasn't the best, even though he was, to get
Right.
better. But
He
Bronny
grew up
comes
in the
from a
ghetto.
different world, and that's and
He
that's
grew
not
up in
me,
the ghetto.
contesting him as a man.
Right. Right.
It's not me contesting Bronny as a man. I don't know his manhood, but I'm saying is like he's not in the situation his dad where this is lunch on the table. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Yeah. He's a suburbanite.
Yeah. So it's like
All of us was, both of y'all was suburbanites. Y'all grew up in nice homes. They ain't have to worry about this and that unless you decide to jump off the ship.
right.
But it wasn't
So
because
it's
the
like
ship wasn't fully loaded with food.
if he do fail, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, bro? How much basketball mean to you? That's what I basically to sum it up.
Right. Right.
All right, so I got the starting lineup, and this is now according to JJ Redick, the starting lineup is, of course, is always been the same. D'Lo, Rui Hachimura. No. It was D'Lo, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, LeBron, AD. That's just the main lineup right there. I wouldn't start LeBron. I want to start Bronny as of right now. Of course, LA is going to have him get some decent amount of minutes just because they're going to see how he is. But of course, just taking the history, I would say put him in and like have him play with LeBron,
Yeah,
and
get that over with. Yeah, get that
right,
piece
just get
over.
that
Get
over.
that monumental piece over with. I get you.
But what I'm hoping is for as far as LA is that when you finish the preseason and you start the regular season, because preseason I probably have him come off the bench
Mhm.
and like just have him come in during halftime, have him come in during the fourth quarter, like just see where he's at right now. But for right now, halftime, have him come in the third quarter, give him
No,
like a few
don't put
minutes.
him in the third quarter. Get him in at the end of the first, beginning of the second, then because if it gets to the third quarter, you still need to win games. We
Yeah,
ain't gonna give you
I
no
know that.
token love at the third quarter. We're gonna give you the token love first quarter, early second quarter. That's over with.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
That's
saying
the token love.
as far as like because we know how much talent Bronny has. Like we know he's been in the gym. We know he's staying fit, and he's working on his game a lot more better, trying to make it more like trying to make it more better. But as far as him going to the NBA and playing against other much talented NBA players, we got to see where he's comfortable with. As far as his shot selection, as far as his playmaking, his passing, his scoring, his rebounding, we got to see what's his strong suit and what's his weakness.
How
Because
did he
everybody has
fare?
a weakness.
So wait, let me ask Juice or you, Aramis, one of y'all two, because y'all probably know. How did he really fare in the summer league out in Vegas?
I don't know.
To be honest, like I've only watched a few games with just him playing. I've only watched LA and only LA. Um, he his shot percentage wasn't that great when he started playing
Summer
in
league,
summer league, because
right?
like his shot selection was like it was like a 20 it's like a 20 some percent,
Right,
not
right,
not
right.
good, but that's but that's better than having no percentage at all. So
Yeah. So he
he's
contributed. He just didn't contribute on a high level. I get it.
right,
He was summer league player of the summer. I get it. Okay.
right,
Well,
but
you know what? We gonna have to we got to channel that conversation, and we all gonna tune in on
Yeah.
October 22nd, and we gonna have a lot to talk about. I promise you. Because right now everything is speculation. Bronny is going to answer all of our questions
Yeah.
on October 22nd. So for
October
our
22nd is
audience,
going to answer all the
y'all make
questions.
sure y'all ready.
I just want to see this man's like I want to see what's Bronny, because first thing first, when I'm watching NBA, I don't just watch him to play. I kind of visualize as far as new players. Like I want to see how much can they bring to the table as far as when when the starter is, let's say D'Lo is hurt. You're gonna have to bring in Bronny. You're gonna have to, or any other point guard that you have. Like, you don't have any other point guard except for Bronny and D'Lo, because Bronny's the backup, and he's only 5'2", so you're gonna have to bring in Bronny. But that means that Bronny has to keep himself ready just in case, if he's needed for this moment.
Oh, he
If,
ready, bro.
if
His
he,
dad. You gotta remember too. His dad's the best player on the planet. He's not gonna have his son out there unprepared. I can promise you that.
I know
Yeah.
that, but I'm saying, like, because like,
There's
and
no
that's a
way
good thing.
LeBron is
That's a
not
good
gonna
thing.
embarrass his family's name by not making sure his son is
But
ready to take that situation. Now, rather his son can get in that situation and become the next star. That's on Bronny, but Bronny's gonna be able to handle it where just enough that LeBron's going to say, hey, maintain it, just don't hurt us.
right,
And if he can go in there and
that's
maintain
what
the
I'm
flow of the
saying.
game without hurting us, then he did good. Because at the end of the day, everybody in the world is saying that, they don't for sure, we not this and that, and all of this kind of stuff. But what I will say from a father, and I'm a father, it's no way I put my child in this situation knowing that I didn't put the work in with him if it's not personally my damn self, period. And I'm the best player on the planet, speaking of if I was LeBron. So there's no way if we got practice and then we got one-on-one at home.
You get in
And now
touch.
you learning from the best in the business. So from that perspective, I feel like that, we all critics and critical of some things, but at the end of the day, I promise you, LeBron James is not going to allow his son to be put in that situation to be embarrassed. And he
Well, I
still can
mean,
get embarrassed. Don't get
well,
it
I,
twisted.
I mean, well, yeah, because like
Everybody get got.
you hear about that, but yeah, but as far as Bronny, as far as him developing to get better, yeah, of course, LeBron is going to make sure that he gets better over time, and of course, yeah, like LeBron's gonna do whatever he can to give him the tools,
Yeah.
give him the knowledge, because Bronny's gonna need it at the moment that his father
If
retired.
you can't learn from the best player on the planet and that's your dad, then you need to go find another sport.
Right.
You know what I want to know? Like, last thing I gotta say about Bronny, like, I want to know what's going to be. Yeah, I know this is like in the future, but what's going to be his story? You know, like every great athlete got his story. You know, LeBron got his
That
come
is
up story.
true. That
Even
is
with
true. Everybody got a story.
even with even with like, not to go off topic, but like Floyd Mayweather, he was like the villain of boxing. But you know why his story's still great? Because he never lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to know what's going to be persona, because I know he don't want to be the son of LeBron James. But that's like almost an impossible mountain to get over, to say, hey, I was the son of the best player and I'm the best player now. You know what I'm saying? So where is he going to fall? That's what I want to know.
He's probably gonna I would say, I mean, despite how he shapes his story, despite how he starts it and how he finishes it. That's really where it all comes down to, because the way how LeBron James started his career, he started off with just averaging 25 points a game, every single game when he came in. Because we knew how dominant LeBron was when he came into the league in 03. In 03, he struggled a little bit, but going to his next season, he knew, you know, some things that need to be changed. And despite him creating his own story, like he became, he became the next Kobe, the next MJ, the next greatest to do everything within his full career, no injuries, no nothing. He's
Shout out
actually,
to the T. Shout out to the T.
it ain't no T, bro. It ain't no T. No, but for real. But like, we
Yeah,
have
no,
witnessed LeBron breaking records back to back to back,
right,
breaking
right.
Kareem's record, breaking like
Yeah,
it's as much as LeBron has done for the NBA. Like, we've already seen his story as he played the game.
Yeah.
Now it's up to Bronny. We got to see how he's gonna shape his story and see how he's gonna, you know, how he's gonna write it. But not only
right,
write it, but like just see how he's playing, see how he's developed as a player and as a person. Because either way, outside of basketball, the media is out there. It's the way how you address it and the way you say things. Because the media is gonna take what you say and put it out there. You got to be careful with that too. But the
absolutely.
thing is, LeBron's gonna teach him that. LeBron's
Right,
gonna teach him some of his ways in a way where Bronny is going to to do it in a way where it's not going to reflect on him to be of a bad person or a bad player himself. So
right,
it's really up to him to how he shapes his story. The same way
right,
how LeBron did, it's the same way Bryce can do the same thing. Same thing with Bryce, because once Bryce comes in the year 2028, it's going to be his time to do his story.
right,
And by that time, Bronny's still doing his story while Bryce is starting his. It's
right,
just going
right.
to
Yeah.
keep going and going and
It's gonna
going.
be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see.
It is going to be interesting.
Definitely, definitely. What we got next, Amos? What's that next topic?
The WNBA, bro. Let's talk about it.
Before we go WNBA, wait. Let's stay on NBA right quick. So, what about the trade that we just saw? The big trade that Anthony Thomas is going to the Knicks.
Oh, Carl Anthony Towns?
Yep.
Cat. See, this is my first time hearing it. That's
Yeah, he
crazy.
I'm
just
not
got
gonna
that. That
lie.
that just was
And
breaking
I've been
news. I saw
saying
it
this.
yesterday. And Julius Randle was going to Minnesota.
Listen, I have been saying this, y'all. Like, literally, I saw this coming. There was a rumor that Cat was going to get traded after last year's appearance in the just like in the playoffs itself. Like I like it was already in talks. I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I knew that this was gonna happen because, for one thing, the Knicks needed somebody different.
Yeah,
Julius
dude.
Randle, not only is he coming back, but he isn't starting till like
He
till
kept getting hurt though. He couldn't stay
yeah,
healthy, and
he
when
keeps
it
Yeah.
getting
came
hurt,
down to
but
the money,
right, but he's not gonna be officially starting the opening season. He won't start till December. That's the
again,
thing.
can't stay healthy.
Right. So you will
Yeah.
want somebody who's going to stay healthy, and that's Carl Anthony Towns.
So let
Right.
me ask you
Well,
this. So with that move, and I'm opposed it to you, Juice, you, and then I'm gonna pass you, Aramis. How much better does that makes the Knicks? Because the Knicks was one game away from making the Eastern Conference Finals. They took it to Game 7 with Boston. So what you feel about that? How much better does he make the New York? Hold on, the New York Knickerbockers.
Oh my God, bro.
the Knickerbockers.
That that's the
To
true
be
name.
honest with you, I'm not knowing, all the specifics of the trade. I don't know exactly everything, but from the meat and potatoes, I think the Knicks got tremendously better. But I really don't feel like I don't
Can
know.
they
I
beat
feel like
Boston? Can they beat Boston? Do they have a
so
chance
this
with
is this
Boston?
is what I'm
No.
about to say. I feel like from a paper standpoint, they got tremendously better. But I think it's really about Carl Anthony Towns. I really think that's an indictment because Julius Randle is a great player when healthy. We know that.
Mhm.
But when healthy, so my thing is you got traded for somebody that don't that's a possible. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be a superstar, and that's a possible. Like we hope he's healthy to work. So that could be an indictment on Cat, like, hey bro, you're not really what everybody wants you to be.
I mean, he's an all-star, so I
Yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah. And but like to elaborate more on that, we all watched the playoffs last year. Cat had glimpses and stuff like that, but we all felt like Anthony Edwards was exhausted because it was times where Cat was ghost town.
Right.
So
how you feel, Aramis? How you feel about it?
um I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but I want to refer to what you saying about the playoffs where Ant was all tired out. Yeah, he was tired out, but the thing is, Cat was still dealing with that ankle injury going into the start of the playoffs, because mind you, he had that same injury during like during almost half of the regular season, and then going into the playoffs, he had that ankle injury. So it's kind of hard for him to you know to be able to move a lot more better with the injury. And mind you, he hurt it again. I think they were facing, it was Denver. He hurt it during Denver again, and that kind of slowed him down a little bit. So not only are you dealing with an ankle injury while playing, that's going to slow you down a little bit. And that's happened to me before too, where I had ankle injuries, and it would reflect on you as far as you playing, being able to jump, be able to catch rebounds, be able to shoot, and be able to score. So that's why Ant had to take most of that, most of that shine. And it's
yeah,
really not just Cat though. It was really, Gobert, Mike Conley. Like, not everybody
defense
was
player of the
stepping up to the
year.
plate. The
Right?
defensive player of the year was not stepping up at all. You feel me? He wasn't stepping up. But to my point on where does Cat fit with the Knicks, and how does he help? I feel like he can he can stay healthy as long as he can. More better than
Let's just say this: he's gonna be more healthy than Julius was.
right.
So that can do nothing but help us because other than that, Brian Brunson and them was killing it without
Right,
him.
but I think it is too, because for one thing, not only is he a big and can grab boards, but he can shoot the ball too as well. But on top of that, it's like it's more help, because another
Yeah.
thing is too, like he can rebound better, he can score better, shoot better, and on top of that, like he's you know, and he's a good defender. So it's like Brunson needs that. So when it matters most going into the playoffs, everybody got to be healthy, and Cat can be that type of person who can be healthy. So, did he leave out?
They probably come back, but
All right, so,
that's a good thing though. But I feel like that it puts them at the 3 spot. I
it
got
does put them at
Boston
the three
one.
spot.
I got Boston one. Obviously, you can't not put Boston at number one. So my consensus for the Eastern bracket is I got Boston one. I got Philly catapulted into number two with the addition
Okay,
of
so
of Pete
hold on.
of George, and
All
then
right,
I put Knicks at three.
all right. So hold on. I didn't know we had comments right now. So this is coming from Queen Nay. So she's regarding as far as Bronny, how many points that he should, how many points he's going to be averaging as far as in the league. She says 6 points for 6 points for sure, 6 points or lower, and then she said not going to play every quarter, and then
Absolutely, that's a good. That's about
right.
factual. He's
So
not going to play every quarter.
and I agree with that too. Not playing every quarter. Yeah, he's not
No,
going to.
no.
Not every rookie is gonna play every single quarter, and the coach knows that 100%. And the show said D-Rose son plays in the NBA. No, because he's still young, so he's not there
Yeah.
yet. But I'm
Who,
sure he
who,
can
who is
train.
that? Who is that? Who is that in the comments?
Queen
Queen
Nash.
A. Shout out to
Shout
Queen
out
A.
to Queen A. Shout out to Queen A.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for
Queen
the
Nash,
questions. We appreciate
for
that.
coming in and
Thank you for
commenting. Thank
supporting
you
the
so much.
platform.
Thank you for the love. Make
Yes,
sure you
thank you. Thank you.
subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, hit the
Definitely.
like button so you can get any live, any posts, or any recording. Thank you so much.
Right. So, like
But
I said,
yeah,
I got New York at three, and then it's we can go down the list from there. But I still don't think that they're going to be above Philly with PG going over there.
well, remind you that they just signed Michael Bridges too, and he's gonna be playing with Josh Hart, and and like just signing, trading for Michael Bridges and Cat. That's gonna be of a big, like that.
Oh,
That's gonna be
I
huge.
didn't know they picked him up too.
Yeah,
That's tough
Michael
right there.
Bridges is, what I'm saying, like his defense is on another level too. On top of that, of his height and his wingspan, like he has a long wingspan. He can rebound. He can rebound good. His scoring is good, and I feel like with Michael and Cat, that does put them at the 3 spot. So I will agree with you on that. Knicks are belonging in the 3 spot, but they got to be careful who they face, because
Mhm.
if they got to face the Pacers again, then
Yeah, the Pacers is a sleeper team,
right,
and they young. Them boys
right.
young,
So so,
young.
but the thing is, everybody got to stay healthy. Not one person better be hurt, because if one person
Right.
hurt, that
Yeah, that
person
change that.
could be the key player.
Yeah,
You
we just
go
have to
further.
pray. Like I don't, I pray that no players be hurt going into the playoffs, because at the end of the day, we want to see good basketball. Let's get to it. So we can always say if somebody get hurt, but at the end of the day, us being analysts and trying to break the game down, we have to break it down from the perspective what the roster read. And then if an injury, because that's just like you could take if LeBron's hurt, Lakers are done. If Curry get hurt, Golden State's done. So
Yeah.
we can play that game, but at the end of the day, we have to look at it from a trajectory that hey, with a healthy roster, how does this impact us playing against a healthy Boston, a healthy Philly, a
Can
healthy
I ask Artemis a
Indiana?
question? Artemis.
Yo.
So I know you real knowledge in basketball. I'm sitting here debating with myself in my head. I'm not sure. Not from a talent perspective or height perspective, but do you think solid wise, like just good organized basketball, this is the best rosters that the Knicks had in the minute?
I feel like the Knicks has had issues regarding when Melo leaving and getting traded to somewhere else. So despite them losing Melo, the Knicks has been, the only team that hasn't had a solid good record. But ever since they recruited Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, they became a lot more better. And
Mm.
despite them bringing Michael Bridges, Josh Hart, and just like a full of talented people, they had bumped their ratings higher and given them a solid chance to be at a much better spot. going into the playoffs and having much better opportunity facing a team that they know that they can beat. So regarding when now the time they got Cat, like Uncle Ramon said, they are now sitting in the third spot. If they were to go into the NBA, like if the playoffs started right now, Knicks are in the third spot, 100%. They're in the third spot. So yeah, so the Knicks have gotten a lot more better over the years, ever since Melo, stopped playing with them. So yeah, and it's because of Jalen Brunson. It's because of his effort, his work method, and the way how he's developed his gaming with the Knicks and has practiced and developed it so much better that he has became, like that the leader of that team and help this team get a lot more better so that they can, proceed to, have a solid career playing each individual team. So yes, I do agree that the Knicks have been a lot more better over the years, and I can see them getting a lot.
I think that that's probably the more with them two pieces you just said. I would say that's the most solid roster they've had
Yeah,
since
it's the most solid
period.
one.
Because right now
Yeah.
that's two epic pieces. They got rid of one and got two.
Right,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing too. And
You know what I mean?
I was surprised when they got Jalen Brunson because I was confused of why they didn't use him that well in Dallas. Because remind you, he got drafted in Dallas. He was
Yeah.
behind Luca. The
Right.
only time he actually got some sunlight was when Luca was hurt, and he actually
Well,
had a
well, the
tremendous game.
reason why the Mavericks got rid of Brunson is because at the end of the day, when you
Knicks
have
needed
a
a point
player
guard.
like Luca, and that they started that we're going to play big ball. We're going to bring Luca and play the one. So now if you bring in Luca play the one, and this is how we going to win. Shout out to the Mavericks because the Mavericks was right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it wasn't for the fact that what's his name? I'm having a brain fart, but what's his name? That what's called couldn't pick up the pieces with him. You know what I'm saying? They
about
would have
Jason
been.
Kidd.
No. I'm talking about the
Kyrie.
guard. What's the guard? Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie couldn't pick. Kyrie
Kyrie.
couldn't handle. Kyrie. I think I say couldn't handle, but you got to remember Kyrie is going towards the back half of his career, so he could have sustained dropping the 15 to 20 points that they need him to do every game. So then that's why I said that. Hey, they're going to play big boy ball. Got rid of Brunson, and then with the addition of the they bring in Klay Thomas, it's a problem. That is a
Mm.
problem when you have Kyrie, best handler, ball handler in the game, Luca, and then you bring in Clay, that's a problem. So that's a West Coast
Yeah, it was
conversation. I
getting
know we're
scary
talking
for
about
a
the
little
East Coast.
bit. It was a scary sight for a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, when they just picked up Clay, so Clay is a new addition to them. Got tricked. He chose not to sign back with Golden State, so that's going to be something to watch for.
Well, I mean, nah, I wouldn't say he didn't choose to sign. It's just that they didn't have any available opening contract to sign it because remind you, he played this whole career without a contract. So
Yeah,
we already knew that this was gonna happen either way. But
right,
they were trying hard to work something out to keep Klay Thompson in Golden State. And
right.
I'm a Golden State fan myself, and I did some research myself that they didn't have any possible way to keep Klay at all. Because
With the
remind
cap
right,
space, he was
the cap
that. Yeah,
space was too tight. You know why? Because you just offered Kaminga a contract. Well, I mean, you offered him a contract. Don't know what his is. You offered Curry a 1 year deal contract on top of the 3 or 4 year contract that he was given a max. On top of
What did
that,
Curry get? One deal,
contract,
1 year, 50 million.
huh?
What did Curry get? 1 year, 50 million.
No. It was
Crazy.
no. It was 1 year, 60.1 million.
That's crazy, bro.
Max
That is
contract, boy.
crazy.
And
I,
and
I,
and
Dude.
and to be honest, it's Curry, Braun, and KD that has 60 million contract. All three of them. All three of them are on a 60 million contract.
All I gotta
yeah.
say today is well deserved.
It is well deserved. It is. But I mean, like, I want you guys to pay on that too, because like, how do you guys feel about Clay? Not only was Golden State trying really hard to keep Clay, I wanted Clay gone because I really do. I feel like he needs a fresh new start with a new team. And I feel like there are some pieces out there that a team needs and that where he belongs. Now, I want to start off with you, Uncle Ramon. What other team besides Dallas do you think Clay Thompson can fit best with?
Well,
At the end of the day, he is used to being a winner. You understand what I'm saying? And he is a valuable piece in the league, period. So let's understand he's a sharpshooter. That's what he do. He come in and shoot the three ball. And he shoots it at a high rate. We can pull up his numbers and all of that. And the man shoots at a high rate. He probably shooting at least high 30s, low 40s for career from the three ball. I'm not for sure numbers, Amos, you probably know, but at the end of the day, we know he's one of the best shooters in the league to this day. Of course, we know Curry is number one, but I'm just saying he got to be within the top five for sure, and I don't even know the stats. So with that being said, he could go to any contender and make an impact if they have room to pay him.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Jude.
So that's for that question right there. You know, it just gonna be who is that market to hire him? Because at the end of the day, he could have went to the Lakers.
He
He
could
went to
have.
the Lakers. Lakers is now moving into the number 2 slot or 3 slot in the West Coast versus them being in the 7th, 8th spot. You talking about a premier player coming in on any team. Anybody that we talk about, if you bring in a Klay Thompson, we talking about playoff contenders. He catapults them from wherever you at to within the top 3. Period.
Right. All right,
So
Juice.
you know what I mean. So that's just the honest truth
so
about him
we
because of the kind of player he is.
Right. All right, Juice. I want your opinion on, and I know you're a Lakers fan too. So like, you can try to you can put him on your team, but I want you to pick a team and your best interest on what do you think that Clay Thompson can fit best with,
so
besides
we
Dallas.
talking no contracts, right? Like just any fantasy
Yeah,
team.
nah, no
Yeah,
contract.
no,
Just bring
just
him in.
no
Yeah.
contract, and he was available to be picked up. What team would you think he would fit best with?
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'd like to see Klay Thompson on the Nuggets.
Ooh,
And
What?
the reason
Woo!
why is because
ooh, hold on, the
Jamal
Nuggets.
Murray, Jamal Murray and Jokic running that pick and roll, right? You're gonna get tired chasing them.
Oh
Michael
yeah.
Porter Jr., another young fresh. They got young fresh legs everywhere, but like Ray just said, one of the highest shooter, at a high clip three ball. Him sitting in that corner, you're gonna lose him. He's slow paced. You're gonna lose him, and that could be a dagger at the end of the game for them. So I think the Nuggets
Yeah.
would be a good.
Well, the only thing I would say to that is you're right, because at the end of the day, we can play devil's advocate and say, hey, fuck it, send him to Boston,
And look, this
and
too.
then here we
Right,
go. But
right.
but
Check
now
this
what I
out,
will say is
because
that the commissioner would not allow it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't
but
allow it
look,
because that's the same thing when he wouldn't allow Chris Paul CP to go play with LeBron. He blocked the trade. Because if CP would have been there, the Lakers probably would have won. And that's the time could you imagine back then when LeBron and them first came when they won in LA, when you got CP, LeBron, and AD? Come on, bro. They might have repeated with that situation. So at the end of the day, we can play that game. But at the end of the day, you have to make it in fairness to the league to make it competitive. Because if you send him to Denver with the Joker, are you kidding me? Really? Joker's the best player in the league, period, right now. And I want your opinion. Who's Do you feel that Joker is the best player in the league right now?
Repeat.
Any one of y'all?
Juice, Juice, you go ahead first because I need a minute to think about this.
Repeat the question, Ray.
So his question is: do you think Jokic is the best player in the league right now?
I think he's the best center.
Best center.
I ain't gonna go player. I ain't gonna go play, but I think he's the best center because man, Jokic is just one of them players that's like not the physique of LeBron, but just his style play. He it's like he's gonna play forever. You know, if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? No over the top athleticism. No, like just wow factor to his game. He just simply know how to play basketball, and I think he's the best center right now. But as far as player, I don't know if I can give that to Jokic right now.
So who you give? Who you give, Juice? I mean, the floor is open. Let's talk about
I mean, it's biased because LeBron's my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? It's biased, but
So right now you got
honestly, I
LeBron
think
as #1 player in the league right now today.
He's been number one. He's been like that for years. He's literally been.
I'm talking about season. I'm talking about this season coming in. You got
season?
LeBron rated as #1 on your board. Hey,
it's like Ray. It's one of them things. It's like until you show me different, I can't really. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest.
So let me switch it around and Hermes, I'm gonna swing it to you. Get right now today.